Hello, good people. Hello, welcome back to another car conversation. Listen, I came home to some news. I don't know how I missed this. Don't know how I missed it. But apparently in the State Department yesterday under Marco Rubio's watch, there was a an email that was distributed amongst the co-worker or the workers there that they are to start reporting non-Christian behavior or unchristian behavior of their coworkers. They are to start reporting it, and there's some form that they're supposed to fill out and submit anonymously if they detect any unchristian behaviors. Yeah, there's some secret report forms that they can use. What have I been telling y'all? What have I been telling y'all? How long have I been talking about The Handmaid's Tale? How long? How long? How long? Please go through the old videos if you don't know how long or you're new. If you're new to this page. I have been telling you over and over and over again. This seems like this is like the making of Gilead. These are some of the things I saw in the Handmaid's Tale. Y'all should watch The Handmaid's Tale. By the way, they're in their last season. It started this week. So binge watch over the weekend so you can catch up and you can jump into the new season. But here are the facts. So this was leaked. Apparently that the U.S. State Department is telling its employees to report one another for any anti-Christian behaviors. And they've been given secret report forms or will be provided secret report forms to do so. And this is The Handmaid's Tale. This is it. Like everything we're experiencing right now is it. It's in that show. It is Gilead. And but even before Project 2025, because I was watching the show, I was like, this is some crazy shit. But this is what's happening. This is literally unfolding in front of our eyes. And I couldn't have made this shit up if I hadn't already watched The Handmaid's Tale. So you got to look at this. So this is left up to interpretation of each individual's idea of what Christian behavior is. So what if from my perspective, non or anti-Christian behavior is not wearing a cross every day? Like all of a sudden they seem to all be wearing crosses. Or what if they're considering this new gold pin that Felon 47 wants them to wear with his big ass face on it? What if that is considered anti-Christian in their MAGA world? What if that's it? What if it's you are, I don't know, it's your lunch break and you're reading whatever book you want to read. Let's see, what do I have here? Summer on Sag Harbor. What if somebody deems, ooh, that sounds like a salacious title. That sounds unchristian. Let me report her. What's going to happen to that person? What I would really like to know, though, is if we want to talk about anti-Christian behavior, how is it that all these pedos are part of this party? How is it that all these sex offenders, sexual abusers, sexual predators, pedos are part of this party? How is it that these people in this party are constantly fighting, not all, but enough, fighting to be able to marry children? We got this going on in all the different red states. Look at it. Look at the legislation that they are trying to pass in regards to marriages and marrying children. Or what they're trying to do is approach it through abortion, right? So if she gets married, if she gets pregnant by rape, incest, they don't have any exceptions for that. So it can be the 12-year-old that was raped by the uncle. And then you have in some states where they've lowered the age to be able to marry the child. Tennessee is the first one that comes to mind. Then is this creepy ass uncle going to try to marry the niece? How is that not unchristian behavior? Will those people be considered? Will the person that's watching the, I don't know, I don't know. They see, for example, some pictures of kids on somebody's phone. That can be interpreted a lot of different ways. Is that person going to get turned in? Some of them rightfully so, but others, they could be their kids. They could be their nieces and nephews, and there's nothing malicious or nothing bad is happening. Look, I don't know what else to say to you. I really don't know what else to say to y'all besides we got to do something, and we got to do something quick before we can't do anything. I've said this over and over. We've got to get them before they get us. And they are coming for us from all different directions. So some people will have a job. Other people getting laid off from their jobs. Then the people who are able to keep their jobs, they might be fired because their coworker believes that, I don't know, because they drank a certain brand of soda, they're not a Christian. Like, or they're listening to music that is, non-Christian. What are the parameters? How does it, we got to get them before they get us. This is Christian nationalism. This is their agenda. We got to get them before they get us.